Well, let me just do some quick updates, and I guess everyone probably knows this, but May the 1st is when the 3 new products are going to be released from Purium. Two are shakes. They're vegan shakes right after you work out at the gym. They're MVP Sport, 30 grams of protein, and David blended them so it will nourish the muscles and keep the muscles there. A lot of people have trouble maintaining their muscle mass. And then the pre-workout drink, I haven't tried it yet. I've tried the shakes, and I love the shakes, but the pre-workout drink has been a hit from everybody I've talked to. Michael, did you have a chance to taste that one?
I loved it. I did.
Yeah. And what's so good about it? What did you love about it?
Oh, personally, I love beets for lots of reasons. Beets are one of the healthiest foods that you can eat for their fiber and their intrinsic value of promoting circulation. So I roast beets all the time as a live food. I take that food and I roast them gently, basting them in a little olive oil and then eating them. But this is perfect because it's a powder. Mix it with water, you're ready to go, and you're getting a high concentration, high volume of beet juice along with maca, along with yerba mate. Oh, wait a minute, what's in there? I think it's maca,
moringa?
Yerba mate. Or is it moringa, not yerba mate, right. Moringa and some other things. So green, I think there's a little bit of caffeine from a green coffee bean in there as well. But it's a great pre-workout drink.
And did you notice anything after you drank it, or did you notice anything in your body after you drank that?
I can't say I did because I was going into a conference where I was sitting on my butt for the next 4 hours, so I really didn't get a sense. I think with things like that, I like to get right into a workout, and then you usually can, from your performance, you can tell a little more effectively how, a more immediate effect. But no, I can't say that for the little bit that I drank, which was only 2 ounces as well.
Okay.
So no, I can't say anything on it.
Well, I can say that the new shakes I like the taste of them because they're not so intense. They're subtle flavors, and so which will be good for people can add whatever they want into the shake. And I had it just with water, and I liked it. I liked the subtlety of it. And another thing about the shakes is that, it's really not a green shake. So we have so many green products. This product doesn't turn green, so it might be more appealing to the masses. Plus, it's got 30 grams of protein, and that's what you take right after you work out. They're going to have a whole program May the 1st, a whole athletic cleanse and a whole program for athletes. So their whole concept behind this is that, we have the 10-day transformation where people will burn fat and lose inches in weight. And then after that, then they can get on the athletic products, and then they can start working out and becoming more active in their life. So I think that's a good plan there. So Michael, let's see. Maybe we should just see what some questions are.
Yeah, let's open it to questions. Keep your backgrounds quiet. I know there's a little bit of shuffling going on in the back. Be aware of that because everything gets picked up on the line here. So do mute yourself if that is the case. And if not, please open up your lines because we'd love to hear maybe what's gone on for you in the past week. What insights, comments, any questions about anything?
Hi, this is Anita. So I went to the Healthy Happy Hour at Purium on Sunday.
How was that?
So, yeah, it was really awesome. David Sandoval spoke. Well, Amy spoke for a little bit, and David spoke for a while, and it was just pretty amazing. I guess it was the Diamond Retreat weekend, and then they had this Healthy Happy Hour. And I did get to taste the new products again, which I had once before, and the first time I tasted the beet, I think it was too diluted, but this time when I tasted it was amazing. So I'm looking forward to that one. And also they were sampling the vanilla and the chocolate. There were about, I don't know how many people were there, but there were probably 50 or 60 like not active associates, like guests, and the room was really maxed out. So it was a very high energy event, and I was really glad that I went to it, even though it's about an hour and a half drive from where I live. But it was very exciting, and I'm looking forward to a good 3 months before the convention.
Yeah, that's an important point, Anita, you made, which is dilution makes a difference. So going to an event like you had the good opportunity of doing at the home office gives you the exact dilution ratio, which is great. That way, when you make that drink for others, you can make it taste the way it's intended to taste. Yeah, that's a good point there.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about using the gift card and letting people, I don't know what the Beet product's going to sell for retail, but, we have the gift card, so I think that's going to be a real winner. I haven't tasted it yet, but I've just, everybody that's tasted it likes it. And I know it has about a half a cup of, David said it has about a half a cup of caffeine, like if you were going to drink a half a cup of coffee, which isn't much, but it's from plants. And, for me, I think a little caffeine, natural caffeine is, it's good at times. I mean, I don't have anything negative about a half a cup of caffeine. Every time I go by the gym, I can't believe the lineup at Starbucks. So I know they're doing some heavy dosing of caffeine over there. I know, no, really. I mean, it's like people are backed up into the streets. I mean, it's pretty crazy. So this will be a good product for people that want to quit coffee and maybe they don't know how to. So this could be just a way that they could start thinking about doing that if they decide to, because a lot of people, I think, drink it because they're just so sluggish. And, I think it will be a good lead-in product to get them into other products that we have, and if they like the taste of it and they drink it, then they'll try another product, and then they can try the shake. So I'm really wanting to get a lot of people that are athletes to really test this out for themselves and see how they like it, because according to David Sandoval, he said there's really nothing like these products on the market, and he's an awesome formulator, and his products are pure. So that's not too far away, May 1st, so we can start. Michael, do you know what the, maybe they didn't mention it, do you know what the retail price is going to be on that beet juice? I'm sure we could use a gift card. I bet that will cover it.
I don't know.
I would think it would. I couldn't see that would be over $50, but we'll see. I saw the size of it.
Yeah, it'll be less.
Yeah.
It'll be in that range. Yeah, it'll be less than 50, I'm sure.
So that will be a good thing to use with the gift card. And for all of you that don't know, once you use that $50 gift card and somebody upgrades $25 to a member, that's considered a new order, basically. So if whatever they get, if they get a gold pack, you'll make, your fast grow bonus in that. If they get 50, you'll make your $50 if they upgrade and get a cleanse or an athletic cleanse. So some people may not know that, but that's a really good feature of the gift card. So feel free to get people just to try the product. I say try the product. If you like it, then you can upgrade, be a member like Costco, and get 30% off the retail, like the price that I get. And so that's what I say to people. I talk to people at the show, and I wanted to talk a second about the show, Michael, because what I was saying at the show when I was talking to people, I say that we have a 100-day program and a 10-day program to reset your metabolism. I say the 100-day program is a $3 a day program. Basically, you just take the power shake one time in the morning or during the day, and the fiber at night. It's going to cost you $3. And then I say anywhere within that 100 days, you can ease in to the 10-day transformation when it's right for you. And some people do start off that way, but you can start that 10-day any time along the journey. And I was just feeling like people were very responsive to that to presenting two ways that they can start, because $3 a day, 100 days, everyone can afford $3 a day, and then that gets them used to the products, and it kind of gradually eases them into the programs we have. And if they're not ready for that, then they could try a green drink, or they could try now the beet juice or one of the MVP Sports, the athletes shakes, which I just really like those products. So that's what I was doing at the show, Michael, and it seemed to work out very good. And then I would get them to fill out the raffle, and then I would say, I can text you the program, and so that's what I would do.
Yeah, I'll add this to. Is this okay to interject here, Christopher?
Definitely. Yes.
The show. Maria, someone in one of my legs did a show this past weekend, Earth Day show, and generated about 68 leads, and she was it looks like two people right out of the gate were interested in the business. What's fascinating about what she did was she combined the things that I shared with her, you had shared with her, Lucy had shared with her, and created her own variation, which I really liked. And one of the things that she did was she didn't do any raffle tickets. She just wanted to create relationships with them directly. She never talked about any gift cards. She never talked about basically anything other than, look, if you'd like to learn more about our product giveaways that we have, we're going to have one, and it so turned out that now the LSP, the live streaming event that Amy and David Sandoval are doing, was the event that she guided everybody to. So what she was doing, and continues to do, the follow-up will happen all this week, is that everyone that she connected to, so got on a list. So everybody, she got the phone number, the email address, and then she would, right on the spot, on her phone, say, are you on Facebook? Well, let's connect. And she made them a friend on Facebook right on the spot there, and said, I'm going to send you the live streaming event right now, and sent them the live streaming event. Now they know that they're going to another event with a product giveaway, and they're going to get all that information from someone other than Maria, which is really intelligent. If you talk to anyone, the best thing you can do, and if all of you listen to the Mary Kay Mullally training that Christopher sent out this morning or yesterday, in that training, which I listened to first thing this morning, she in fact said, she never talks about gift cards or Purium products. She uses tools. So essentially what Maria did effectively at the show is created lots of relationships, people who really wanted to talk to her about superfoods. They were serving green drinks for $3. So not even a full 8 ounces, because they put ice in it. So we're looking at about 4 ounces plus ice. People were getting a real strong shot of the green food and being invited to an event, sequencing that event. Then the next thing would be that she'll follow up and say, how did you like the event? And so it created a natural funnel where people didn't feel like they were being sold, but instead being invited to a relationship. And this is how social media can be so powerful, how live streaming events can be so powerful, how you can take offline events into offline events to online arrangements, online relationship building. And then you take online relationship building back to offline relationship building with a phone call. Hey, how did you like the live streaming event? Or a follow-up email. Give me a call. I'd like to talk to you more about, some of the things that you may have been shared on the live streaming event. So the whole goal, again, in relationship marketing is to build a relationship, not to sell something right out of the gate. And if that's what the person's feeling, is this kind of charge on selling something, they're going to run away. But if you have nothing going on like that, and you just simply continue to invite them into an engagement and a conversation. Let's say they're drinking their green drink, and now you're having a conversation about superfoods, and the next thing you're doing is inviting them to a live streaming event on Facebook and to become your Facebook friend, and that all you're doing is outreach today at the Earth Day event or the local church charity event or whatever you're choosing to do. You're building relationships. So I wanted to share that. I thought that was very interesting. I went over that with her this morning, how she took an offline event at an Earth Day fair and turned it into a funnel of where relationship could be born and supported in its growth via a sequence of events beginning with an offline event. So you can take that in any direction. You can take it from offline to online and online to offline very effectively. And ultimately the goal is now you have a relationship with someone who's gathered a lot of information, but not all directly through yourself. Very, very effective.
Wow, that's well said. That's a great training right there, Michael. And I like what you were saying about relationship marketing, building a relationship, because, people do not like to be sold. But I would like to track and see how Maria does from this new strategy, because I really think this is key. And there is a live stream event this Wednesday, so I guess tomorrow.
That's the one she's sending everyone to, absolutely.
And can you share with everyone how you send people to that event? How do they go share that event?
Okay. You'd have to go to...
I'm going to do it right now. Do you go to
I'd
Purium?
have to find where it is being, the event itself, and then you go to the event page, and you can literally, from the event page, invite as many of those green dots. Again, you can invite people directly to that event on the day of the event and say, hey, come on over, or there's a product giveaway. I mean, I'm going to be doing that as a strategy, right in real time. I'm talking about a half an hour prior to the LSP, to the live streaming event. You start inviting your green dots over there, and then afterwards, it gives you a venue, a platform to say to them, hey, how did you like the live streaming event? Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, I'll invite you next time. You're always inviting them, re-inviting them, and eventually you see they're going to want to come to something because it's going to be this buzz that's ongoing. So yes, you can go to the event page, invite your people directly to the event from the event page, or literally take the event page URL from the browser field and then give them that event and invite them directly that way as well. There's a lot of ways to do it.
I went to the Facebook and it says events, and I clicked on events, and then that took me to all the events that were happening. And then what you do is you say you're going. And then there's also a button there that says share. Invite your friends. So
there you go. That's what I mean. Right.
It says invite friends, share in news feed, start a plan with friends. So would you go to invite friends and also share in news feed, or how would you do that?
Both.
I'm still learning this myself.
Yeah, you can
do both.
You can do both. Absolutely.
So
Hey, Michael, Chris, it's Anita. So, I've never really taken advantage of that. I have tended to be more, I don't know, well, I can't explain it, but not exactly shy, but I've tended to not share things unless I felt that my relationship was, very active with somebody. But this time, on this one, just before this call, I was doing it right before I dialed in today, I just did it, and I just selected 31 people selectively to, send it to. And I don't know. I'll see what happens. But I like what you said about just, try to check back with them and invite them to the next one. And yeah, that was. I really appreciate what you said about that, because that helps me to figure out how I'm gonna continue. with these
Absolutely.
people.
Eventually,
Yeah.
you can create your own live event and invite them to your own
Yes, of
event.
course. Absolutely.
But what you do is you get out of the way again. So
Yeah.
it might be you plus 5 or 6 other of your teammates and say, hey, let's everybody go to the event, support each other, because you see it's the hearts and the thumbs up and all the stuff that comes across the screen that indicates to the viewer or the Facebook person that, hey, this is happening. There's a lot of people like interacting and engaging here, so you can do it yourself eventually. So there's a lot to be said for this whole technology. Frankly, I'm learning it myself, Anita, so I'm still trying to figure it all out and figure out how much attention I want to give it, all those kinds of things.
Yeah, I think this one is kind of cool too, though, because when it's Amy and Dave, I think that gives a little bit of an extra, like, boost and energy to the whole thing, as far as inviting people, so that if somebody does actually watch it, I mean, I'm supposed to be at an event tomorrow myself somewhere else. I don't even know if I can be on, but I might have to just bring my iPad and try to do it. But I know that if it's an event with Amy and Dave, I know what they're going to get. You know, like there's no question about it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter. Right.
Yeah, you want to use, again, it's like any tool in your arsenal, and that's what Mary Kay was saying. You want to get out of the way. You want to just share excitement, get out of the way. Hey, you know, there's something going on. I thought of you. Just get over there at 8 o'clock, blah, blah, blah. Here's the link. You want to get out of the way. This is how you use social media, right? I mean, again, like I say, I'm just learning about it, but I'm getting it. It's like I was up in Alabama this weekend, and I posted a picture from Alabama with me standing in front of the signs saying heart to heart, love is what we do. And with the 2 pastors that I was working with up there, and what is it, 20? I don't know how many people now, close to 30 people have viewed it and liked it and loved it. You know, all those little things on Facebook. And what I do then, again, taking offline to online, online to offline, in whichever direction it wants to go. Now I'm connecting directly and inviting each of the people that I don't know or didn't meet, some of which I did meet, inviting all of them, hey, be my friend on Facebook too. And now they're tuning into my brand. They're tuning into me. They're tuning into what I say, what I like, what, you know, mindset, philosophy, thoughts. Nothing about Purium. Just, hey, they know, they'll figure it out, you know, but it's more about, look, there's something happening here, right? I was at it, you know, wherever you're at an event, Anita, it doesn't matter where, you post it on Facebook and, you know, you tag a few people that were in the event with you or some people that were there with you, and now all of their people are now looking at what you were doing, and some of the people who could not go to the event are now actually looking at this picture of you standing there with the pastors, and they're going, well, wait a minute. I didn't go. I wish I would have gone because it was an outstanding event. Now everybody's talking about it in the local community, and the excitement grows, and that's what you do. You see, this thing about it's not theory. It's not, or if it is theory, let's call it working theory. The theory is that, yes, this is something called relationship marketing, but no one really understands it. Even today, they don't understand it. Because even networkers don't understand it. It's always about, well, you know, everybody's selling something. Well, if that's what they're saying, verbalizing and or not verbalizing by their tone and posture while they're interacting with you, then they don't understand relationship marketing, number one. So it's incumbent upon you to clarify that. In other words, I just got off the phone with a big networker. First thing he said, so what's the agenda? And I said, well, I'll be frank with you. This is me. This is who I am. And I know you're a networker. I know that you're interested in your health based on your posts, and I know that you've been a network marketer in the past. Frankly, I know you're in another company, and you obviously see I'm in another company, but let's just connect. And he really appreciated that. He dropped his guard and became quite friendly, and shared some very personal stories. Now, that Facebook friendship went from X to Y. So what we're always doing in every relationship is we're going from A to B to C to D to E to F to G to H, etc. And every significant event, meaning something that's personal that gets exchanged, becomes a build-on to that relationship. So at some point, the trust, like, and know factor is increased exponentially by virtue of not only just your independent conversations, but the events that are going on around you now and the other people that are interacting, by the other friends of theirs that are now also interacting with you, and everything reinforces that same central core principle, working theory now, or theory in working order, which is people knowing people, liking, trusting, connecting, and now there's something to be excited about that we're all doing together. You see how that works?
Something happening here. I think Crosby, Stills, and Nash said something about that, right?
what were their lyrics?
Yeah. I think they were talking about Purium back then, but they didn't quite know what it was at that point. But
Go ahead, Christopher, cut us a tune. Come on.
Yeah, but they saw green stars.
They did. They did. I hear their voices harmonizing. They had some of the best harmonies ever. Who could Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young were some of the best harmonies ever.
And we're creating harmony with people, and it's really, the relationship marketing. I think that would be a great book to write because it's still an art form, and it's really tempting. It's tempting all the time to, try to, and I even get, try to possibly, nudge people to buy the product or whatever because we're excited, but it's such an art form,
It's evolving too. It's evolving in social media.
Yeah, social media, I think, is if you can master your brand and really express all the different aspects of oneself and what you do and stuff, and Purium is just one aspect of you, but it's like you don't dominate the conversation with it unless that's what, wants to appear, and that if the other person gives you the clue or the signal. So I think it's really, learning these skill sets, and I think Facebook is, I like what Maria did at the show, and I will be curious, and I would like to keep tab on it to see.
We will, Christopher. And to your point about mastery, I want to share something about mastery, okay? I have a coach, and that coach asked me, before I went to this event in Alabama, the question was, Michael, what would you perceive as mastery of that event? What would you think what would you define as having mastered that event? What is the outcome ultimately that would possibly define or relate to this question? The idea of, well, what does it take to master an event? So I paused for a moment in contemplation. And I asked myself, okay, what would that look like? So what came out of my mouth was, what it would look like is that I had 100% of the people absolutely wanting to pick my brain and about these products and ultimately sign up. That's what ultimately came out of of my mouth. The response, people were engaged with me. They weren't leaving their seats. And frankly, that's kind of what manifests, because on the second I gave two little talks, basically, or whatever you want to call them, including the product video, just like a hybrid version of the Healthy Happy Hour. But the first part was just a little spiel that I do, which actually I'm going to be writing out, and eventually it'll be available to everyone in terms of the topics that I identify the problem in a certain way, and that's not ready to share with everyone just yet, but when I get it more refined, I will. And at the end of it all, yes, there were plenty of sign-ups, but what was really cool that I was swamped with people coming up to me afterwards, and not a single person actually left their seats, not even to go to the bathroom. And what was really amazing was they were asking lots of questions at the end, lots of questions, which tells you they were engaged, right? And at the end, when we closed it up and wrapped it up, and everybody had their enrollee forms and were deciding on what packages they wanted, I had like 15, 16 people come up to me at the end of the event. That was almost 50% of the people that were in the audience. And the rest of them were busy signing up with other people. So my point in sharing that is, what does mastery look like to you? Get clear about what mastery of anything regarding your network marketing business looks to you. You can take that to very specific instances. What does it look like, for example, to master an enrollment process? What does it look like, for example, to master a one-on-one meeting? What does it look like, for example, to master a healthy happy hour? You see, identify aspects of your business inside of prospecting, recruiting, and training. What does it look like, for example, to master prospecting, master recruiting, master training, right? Because when you get clear about what that looks like for you, then that's what you'll manifest. That's what I wanted to share here.
That's great, Michael. This has been awesome. So does anybody want to comment on any of this, or does anybody have a question they need to be answered? That was really, really good information. I'm glad that you recorded this.
Yeah, I'm glad I hit record. I don't always remember. Last week I forgot.
Yeah.
So we've got it recorded. It'll be helpful.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any comments or questions about anything that might have been shared today?
Michael, I think that was just amazing, the information that you presented, because it has shown me a whole new other side of Facebook that I really didn't even think about.
I'll tell you. And who's speaking?
This is Brenda. I'm
Hey,
from
Brenda.
Ohio.
Absolutely, Brenda. Look, Facebook. I mean, we're just only talking. What does it look like, for example, to master Facebook? I would ask that question. I always ask this question myself. I need to learn more. I need to pick more brains. I need to find out, well, what is the company doing? What are other field reps in the company doing? Because success leaves clues, right? And then start playing with it yourself. And yes, ask. The easiest thing you can do with people think they need to take special courses and pay money to learn about Facebook and learn about Snapchat, learn about Instagram, learn about LinkedIn. No. If you want to, go ahead. But look, ask the question, get the answer. It's called Google. I learn everything from Google. I learned how to, what kind of software I need to produce videos. What important search engine optimization aspects would there be to a video, a YouTube video? Ask the question, you'll get the answer. It's called Google. You don't need fancy courses. At some point, if you want a course, sure, of course, take a course.
I have to agree with you, Michael. Mr. and Mrs. Google, they know everything, and
They do.
I've hung around some of my friends, and it's amazing what questions you can ask Mr. or Mrs. Google, and you'll get an answer. And
Absolutely.
It just blows me away. We have information. This is the information age, so use it as much as possible. It's pretty amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
Yeah, this is Janice. Just to let you know about technology, I was trying to ask a question a couple of minutes ago, and I disconnected my call, right? So technology is not my really strong point, right?
Okay.
And so I'm on Facebook as you're talking, right? And I'm playing with things, and I couldn't find on Purium's website under events anything about this live streaming party. It just wasn't coming up for me. So I went on Purium Health Products on their Facebook page, and I found something, right at the top about the live streaming party and winning a $250 REI card. So I thought, okay, that's it. So now I'm not sure that I want to post that for just anybody on my Facebook page, but if I want to share it, I would share it in a private message. Is that correct? Is that what you guys have been doing?
I'm going to the page. I'm trying to find what you're looking. Okay, right here.
Would
Okay.
it? Yeah, I mean, however you want to share it,
The answer is yes. All of the above. You can invite people directly to the event. I have it now. You can share it on your profile page. Absolutely, you can share it. There's a share button there. You'll notice.
I know it says share on your own timeline, share on a friend's timeline, share in a group, or share in an event,
newsfeed.
Yeah, and then share in a private message. So, yeah, I've had some problems with Facebook in recent times because I hit something really wrong and trying to correct something and really messed up everything for 2 months on Facebook. So I just feel a little hesitant, and so I'm listening to you guys and trying to play with it as you're talking, so maybe I can actually share this event, because I have been talking to some people who I think would really enjoy the event. And so
and Janice, go to the share button. It says invite friends, and you pull that up, and you can invite as many friends as you want to the event.
Okay. So I'm closing that, and then I'm just looking at share button. Okay.
Yeah, there's the share button, and then go ahead. You'll see there's a little arrow to the right of it, to the right of the word share, and then you'll see it says invite friends, share in Messenger, share in Newsfeed. It's powerful what you can do with all of this,
Right. Yeah, I have to be a little bit more brave, like you said. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. That's what I did when I got in big trouble. That's what I'm saying.
It's all right. You got to get over it. It's done.
Yeah,
Remember, the past doesn't exist.
I know. So thank you. Yeah, just like I got disconnected from the call. Okay, I called back and you guys were still there. I thought, oh, no, I hope they don't end the call.
We're still here.
I've just been listening carefully because the social media is the most difficult thing. And when I was at the Unconvention, I watched a huge amount of people who were there. I was thrilled to put away my phone, but there were huge amounts of people. All they wanted to do was take lots and lots of pictures and things they could share later. Right. And I realized how powerful that was. But it's not something I've done. So for me, it was just lovely not to have a phone for a few days.
Janice, I'll give you a funny little thing that happened to me, because you'll relate to it, to your point. I was in the training in Orlando, and I've got a limp. If you ever met me, I had that bicycle accident, so it's really painful for me to get around compared to most other people. And I walk with a cane and all this kind of stuff. And it's not easy for me to pick up those little, what do you call them, those selfie sticks, and start maneuvering around and twisting my body in 1,000 directions to get everybody in the audience in the picture and all of this. So guess what I did? I stood up, which is very often, you'll notice I'm always standing up in the back of the room of a convention or a training, because I don't like to sit very long. It's more painful to sit than it is to stand for me. So what I do, I noticed that Marina Simone and her friend, her cohort, Rachel or Sonia Magruder, were taking pictures. They were taking selfies. So based on how they were holding their camera, I simply positioned myself, and I got a perfect picture with me way in the back, and I used their picture on my Facebook page.
Okay, yeah.
There's lots of ways to get creative about this, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Well, that's, thank you for the vote of confidence, and sometimes I'm afraid to say anything because I feel, I don't know, just like an idiot.
Don't even feel like an idiot. We'll be idiots together. When you see me at the convention, we'll take a selfie together. We'll get over it.
Okay.
Well,
sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that's great. Well, we're about 45 minutes into the call, Michael. We'll save the rest of it for the next call.
Absolutely. Yep. We'll wrap it up. Thanks, everybody, for coming today. Have an awesome day. We'll talk
Yeah,
again
thanks,
real
Michael.
soon.
Send me the recording when it's ready. I'll send it out to everyone.
I will, of course. I'll get it ready. Okay, bye everybody.
Thanks so much. Mike.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.
Dr. Mike
Bye-bye.
Fleischer with New Path Nutrition. It's a pleasure to bring these simple tips to you. There's a lot more coming. If you simply click on the links in the description below this video and or on the annotations in the video, click on those links, you'll learn more about the kind of nutrition that actually helped me recover from a serious accident and will help you to actually elevate your level of health. Thanks for visiting today, everyone. See you on the next video.